Two things I learned today morning. Number one, Justine Nameere, the junior local government minister, is a billionaire. Yes, she said it herself. Number two, she knows a thing or two about keeping a man in a marriage. And yesterday, she made these things clear while attending Frank Mwesigye's wedding to Rory Natasha at Serena Chigo. Let's first listen to her before we continue this video.
Natasha, please be submissive to your husband. Do you know me? You know me. For me, I'm Gomit. And I'm an MP. And I'm a minister. We are only 80 in the country. And I'm a billionaire. Yes, not millionaire, billionaire. But I cannot play around with Mr. Sog. He says, you turn left, I turn left. He says, I've forgotten, I meant turn right. I say, oh, come back to right. I am submissive. That's why the man is very happy. He doesn't have any problem with me. Some people tell him, your wife is there. Sometimes she's stubborn. She says, she's only stubborn when she's protecting the NRM from the opportunists in opposition. And you had the president saying, for me, I only quarrel at corrupt people. My husband is a very happy, fulfilled man. I go home. Our home is not far from here. The home is not far. It is here in Mirembe Villas, Chief. The moment I reach home, thank God we even have an outside parking. The ministerial vehicles, the lead vehicles, the tents and the soldiers outside. Inside, I am Mamito wa Papito. Full stop, no hope.
Yeah, so you've heard Nameere declared that she's now a billionaire. I don't know if she meant in dollars or shillings, but she assured us that she's a billionaire. How she became a billionaire, we don't know. Maybe she it's because of the legacy, family legacy. You know, her dad has been an RDC, chairman LC5, then a minister. She's also has been working in the government for a while as a presidential advisor. She owns a television station. She will one day maybe tell us as time goes on. But going back to her advice to Frank Mwesigye's wife, she told her that the most important thing, if she wants to keep the marriage long and for the man to love her, she has to be submissive. And she used herself as an example that the reason Papito is happy is because she's submissive to him. And of course, Nameere is speaking from experience because we know from what has been written about her that she's been in different other relationships. So from the breakups and what has happened over the years, she understood that there are things that men need most, more than anything, and they want their peace. And the only way to give a man peace is to listen to him. If he feels like he's being disrespected, then he starts doubting you, and then that's how he starts now looking for other options because he feels like anytime things can go south. So she advised Frank's wife that despite her being a very senior government minister, reminding her that there are only 80 of them in Uganda, she still respects and submits to Papito. Even we know she's even older than him, but still she respects him. And for a while, it's been known that men actually don't care about women's accomplishments. They don't care whether a woman is rich or whatever. Some feminists will tell you that when you're rich, then you intimidate men. That's not necessarily true. It's just that men understand that you being rich comes with some burdens because you now put yourself first, and because you're used to these high power things that you do to get your money, you're always in command at work, it becomes hard for you to change from that element now being a wife at home. So men don't know that they're taking a huge risk. You could be able to do it, like play both sides. When you're at work, you wear your masculine element of being dominant, then when you're at home, your feminine side comes out. But most people find it hard to balance. So when women see men avoid such women, they think it's because they are intimidated. No, they are not intimidated. They just don't want take the risk. They could find someone that is going to make relating with them very easier. Yeah. Then the other thing is, Nameere saying what she said doesn't necessarily mean that she practices it in her private life, because we know she has worked in the media before. So she's media trained. You might find that in the public she presents an image of being submissive and loving, but when she's at home, she turns the entire lion, because she knows for the purpose of media training she has to appear like she's submitting to a man. And then, but when the lights go off and the cameras are turned off, she can totally become a totally different person. I mean, we've seen these cases a lot of times where these women that are in the public space giving motivational speeches and inspiring fellow women about marriages, when things finally go south and their private lives go public, we come to learn a lot of dirty things that they have been practicing. Like the most recent example is that of Nsambia Furniture and Mirembe Beddings. They offered this aura that we thought they were these love birds that were happy together, but now that they finally got a divorce, we are seeing a lot of their dirty linen coming out in the public, and people are starting to have a different opinion on what they thought they were. So sometimes some people are good at how to play their roles in public and then act totally different when the cameras are out. But that being said, congs to Frank Mwesigye, that wedding was massive, highly attended, top guest lists. I saw some musicians that performed included Pastor Bugembe, Jose Chameleon, Winnie Nwaji, and I think many others. I haven't gone through all the videos. Then the guest list was also massive. Very many ministers showed up, pastors, leaders, because we know Frank is a PLU member, so representation was tight. So yeah, it was a very nice wedding. People were praising the wedding. It was lavish, organized, and all that. So yeah, but many thanks for the message. Please remember to comment, like, share, and tell us what you think we should have added to this video that we left out. Peace out.